All right. Good morning, good afternoon, 602.
Good afternoon, Miss Canelo.
And Mr. R when he comes in a moment, right? So we have 9 beautiful 602 students. So today in math class, guys, hope your lunch was great. You all kind of told me that it was pretty relaxing. You gave me a thumbs up. Hope you had some time to recharge and step away from the computer. So today what we're going to do is we're going to review integers for one last time. We're going to review finding the absolute value, ordering integers from least to greatest, greatest to least. We're going to deal with a rational number, which is a fraction today, with inequalities. And then we're going to review a least common multiple question that you might see on one of your state exams or any work that we give you. At the end of the class, we're going to designate, that means a lot, anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes for you to actually do the exit ticket and do the independent work. And at that point, after that is completed, we will then have office hours. Now, real quick, okay, you saw my email and you saw it was in Google Classroom about iReady. Please make sure you guys are completing 30 minutes a day of iReady. Okay, the top iReady student in the entire 6th grade was Joel Abreu-Lugo. He earned 9 hours and 53 minutes. Remember, you need to do, and Tatiana was up there too, I think she was close to 4 hours. Some of you guys were up there too in the 2 and 3 hour mark. Remember, you need to get 2 hours and 30 minutes, which is 150 minutes a week. The third competition starts today. It goes from today until Sunday, okay? You have to give at least 150 minutes to earn a free 100 in the grade book. Just do the time and you get 100, 30 minutes a day, really easy. By Friday, you're done, all right? Let's get started with today's work. Here we go. All right, let me open it up. Oopsies. Can you guys see my screen now?
Yeah, but I thought it was, well, since it was kind of thin.
Let me try again. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me try again. All right, can you guys see now? It's just a lot of pictures on my screen. All right, so give me a thumbs up so I know you're with me. And here comes Mr. R. And let's stop the share for a sec. Here comes Mr. R. All right, Mr. R. You good?
How are you? Yeah.
Good, how are you?
Let's get started right away. Ms. Canal, did we take attendance?
Sure. You want to know who's here? Or do you want me to move on? What would you like me to do? We're waiting for you. Huh?
I was going to share this one. Do you want to share this one since I'm out of bounds early?
Do you want me to share this one?
Whatever you do. I'll get you through the whole lesson before I leave, though, for sure. Let's go.
All right. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Here we go.
Command 0, Ms. Canelo.
Huh?
Oh, never mind. You're really zoomed in, that's why. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mr. R.
Good afternoon.
We told them what they were doing. We were worried about you. We missed you. And we didn't want to keep wasting some time. So we're so happy you came. Whoa. Yikes.
Hi, Isabella. Your microphone is really loud, just to let you know. And then on top of that, I want to let you know that possibly tomorrow, me and you will meet because I am your advisor. Okay, cool.
Oh, Mr. Haas is coming, guys. All right, Mr. R. Let's get
All
started.
right, so let's get over this, guys. We're going to be talking about today's 6NS, 7A, 7B, 7C, and 7D. Obviously, this is a review, but today's the last day that we're doing this, right? So if you don't understand nothing, the misconceptions or your answers or your questions will start today. Are we clear? Savvy? Dope. So integer, positive integer, negative integer, and absolute values are things that we practice and we go over all the time. Real quick, let's see who I can pick on. Isaiah, absolute value, what is it in your own words? What are we measuring? Unmute yourself, sir, please. It's right in front of you, but I want it in your own words.
Can you repeat that?
Absolute value, what is it? How do you define that? Somebody help him out. Somebody that knows. Joseph, Alan, go for it.
Absolute value. Measured.
Okay. Alan, try it. Help him out.
What are we measuring, guys?
Absolute value is basically like the amount of units from 0, basically.
And another question, is it positive or negative? Positive, always, right? No matter what it is, right? Good. So yes, it's right in front of you is the distance, a number away from 0, and the absolute value is always positive. Doesn't matter if it's negative, it's always going to be what? Positive. It measures the distance, which is how far from 0, and the inequality, which is greater than and less than. Easiest way to remember it, like I told you guys before, is that right hand means positive, left hand means what? Negative.
Negative.
That being said, I want you guys to scroll down, and we're going to get started.
All right, Mr. R, for number 1, who's going to help us out here? Because it's a review.
Alan already went. Actually, let me start writing this down. Alan already went. Actually, we can start with Alan because he's the first one on my list.
Alan?
I don't want to.
All right,
Alan.
Alan, the table shows the records for 5 states. New York, -42. New Jersey is 15. Maine is -16. California is -69. And Florida is -23. Your task, which list is ordered correctly from greatest to least. So just going to type 2 words and you're going to tell us what to write and then tell us how to solve it. You need to know the greatest number or the greatest state temperature and the least state temperature. Go ahead, talk to us.
I feel like the greatest temperature would be -69.
The greatest, which means what? Are we thinking of a positive or a negative number?
Positive.
Right, so out of all these states, which is the greatest positive integer?
Oh, it would be 15.
Good, which is what state?
New Jersey.
Good, NJ, the abbreviation. Keep going. Now, least would be if greatest, if the greatest was the one that was on the positive, the least would be in a negative, which would be the one farthest from 0.
Well, it
So
would be
which state?
California.
-69, we're gonna say Cali, right? So
All
now,
right,
Alan.
real quickly,
Mhm.
if we go over this, right? Look at A, look at B. Alan, what do you notice? What can we say right off the back? What do we have to do with A and B?
We have to eliminate.
Eliminate, right? And why do we do that?
So that we know that like we don't have as many like basically like answers, so we don't get confused basically.
Right, and what does the question ask you? Greatest to least, right? So, what is the greatest number that we have, sir?
Would be 15, and then the second like greatest would be -16, then -23, then -42, then -69. So I think the answer would be C.
Yep, C. Perfect. Everybody see how he did that? He went in order, he went step by step, and he labeled everything. Perfect, Alan. Thank you so much. That's a check plus. Joseph Holman, you're next on my list for number 2, sir. You ready?
And Mr. R, let's point out, guys, this is a 7th grade question.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Joseph. Point P shows the number line below, right? It says the distance between Q and P is 10 units to the right of P. Which number could represent Q? So what do we do, sir? We're on -4 and we count 10 to the right. What number do we land on?
1,
Count with her.
2. What comes after 2?
3.
Keep going, you're doing well. 4.
I think.
Or I think he's got sidetracked with something. So maybe, is there someone else?
Isaiah, recover.
This is 4. We need to get to 10. 5.
6,
Keep going.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Perfect.
Teacher.
Joseph, Isaiah was nice enough to help you out. You still got your check for today. Don't worry about it. Isaiah, good try. You still got a check, so you got to go to the next ones, Isaiah. So you're still up, okay? Just helped him out. All right, let's recover and let's get back to it. I believe it's Isaiah's turn. Isaiah, you ready?
So wait, Mr. R, can I just say one quick thing before we move on with this one?
Yeah.
Guys, when you're going to the right, it's always a positive number, okay? Right is positive, left is always negative. So just remember that if you look at your number lines. All right, Mr. R, who's helping us on this one?
That would be Isaiah. Isaiah,
Okay,
I'll
Isaiah.
let you get down with this one, okay?
Isaiah, it says point M is the opposite of negative 1/2. So what's the opposite of negative 1/2, Isaiah?
Positive 1/2.
Okay, now is that on the right or to the left of 0?
To the right.
Right, so it's positive, and we're just gonna make some notes here, right? We're gonna do the same thing for point N. So it says point N represents the opposite of 5/2. What's the opposite of positive 5/2?
Negative 5/2.
Okay, so negative 5/2, right? Which means, is it positive or negative?
Negative.
Which means, is it to the right or to the left of 0?
It's to the left of 0.
All right, Mr. R, you want to take over here for the next part?
Sure. Isaiah, help me out. All right. So we know that you labeled that half is to the right of 0 and n is to the left. So right off the bat, let's go down the list and choices. Okay. Look at A. What do we do with A? Notice that m is on to the left of 0. Can we keep it? Isaiah, can we keep it if it's to the left of 0, point M? What are we looking for? What does the question say? Which one is the correct number line, right? You said that the correct number line is the opposite, which is positive to the right. Just point M. I'm just not talking about nothing else. I'm talking about point M. Point M is to the right of 0. Now look at A. It says 0 and then M is over here to the left. Should we keep it or can we eliminate it?
Oh, no.
So what do? We eliminate it, right? We cross it out. Good.
Yeah.
What about B?
B.
Is
Can
M
we zoom this in, Canella? Can we make this bigger?
sure? Let me put it to 125, you think?
Yeah.
Can you see that now? Is that better?
Isaiah, is that better? All right, so look
Yeah.
at B. Can we keep it? It's a possibility, right? It's to the right of
Yeah.
0. Yep. What about C?
Oops.
No.
No, cross out C. And what about D?
Yes, because it's to the right.
All right, but what number are we looking for?
Positive 1/2.
1/2
That
or
is
half?
at 2.
What are we looking for? Half or 1/2?
Half.
Half. So it's on 2. So should we keep it?
No.
All right, get it out of there. Obviously, you already identified it, and it's going to be B, right? You realize that you had steps to go through, though, right? You went through letter A, you went through choice B, C, and D, and then we found out that B actually had the half. Does that make sense? Yes? Thumbs up if you guys understand that, yes? All right, Angie, sorry. Angie, you're next.
Oh, this one's a cool one, guys, because you know we like money. So remember, look at Mr. R and I are having a debate, right? We got to figure out who's correct. I say that 0 is greater than negative 91, but Mr. R says that negative 1 is greater than 9. Who is correct and why? So
Angie, really quickly. 0 is greater than negative 91. Does that even sound right?
No.
What's wrong with it?
Well, like,
Well, look at it. Look at the chart now. Look at the number line that Miss Canella wrote, right? If you actually think about it, would you rather owe $91 or would you rather owe $0?
I would rather owe $0.
mhm.
So what do we notice?
Who's correct? Mr. R or me?
Or would it be negative 1 is greater than 9? Is that true? Since
No.
1 is a negative greater than a positive.
So Miss Canella is correct.
And what would be your choice? Either A, B, C, or D?
Miss Canella, I think it would be C.
Perfect. Again, guys, she labeled it. She went through it. She identified the errors. She noticed that it was said greater than versus less than. And she identified that and immediately answered that Ms. Canella is correct. By the way, this is not a real example. Just saying, I will not get stuff incorrect. I'm not perfect, but that I would not get incorrect. All right,
Oh, this one's cool. We're gonna help you through it, Mr. R and I. So who's gonna help us?
Daniela Brito.
Okay, so Daniela, right? This is where we have a little questions. We're gonna help you. We have this inequality below. Inequalities can deal with integers, right? Can deal with fractions and decimals. Here. We here know that this is a rational number. We know a rational number is written as a fraction, which is the operation of division. So we need to figure out negative 6 over 14 is less than negative 13 over 35. So the first thing we have to do here is what, do you have any idea? Because if not, we can help you. Do you know what we have to do to this fraction? We have to convert it to a what? Starts with a
We
D.
would have to convert it into fractions. No, not fractions.
Decimal?
Yeah. So what are we going to divide? What by what on the calculator? What's the fraction?
Negative.
You just said
Never
it.
mind.
You got it. Negative 6 divided by 14. So you're going to punch 6 divided by 14 on your calculator, and you're going to get a decimal less than 1. Type in the chat what that decimal is as Daniela figures it out, please.
Isaiah.
Divided by 14.
Okay. I got people. So type it in the chat, guys. I want to see your calculations.
See, as Daniela completes that.
This problem usually takes a lot longer.
Oh, fractions on my calculator.
So fraction is division. You hit 6 divided by 4. So look,
If I was using my phone, then
6, right? I hit the division sign, divided by 1, 4 equal. Oops. 6 divided by 1, 4 equal. Right? Division.
everybody got that?
Did you match the decimals I got? Let's see, Daniela, what'd you come up with?
No, that's right, Joseph. That is completely correct, sir. Thank you.
Wait, Joseph was correct, but Daniela got 0.666. I think you divide, oh, because you reduced it.
What do you mean reduced? I didn't do anything.
Okay,
Well, let's do it like this, Daniela. Look. 6 divided, the divide button. 14. And I press equals. And what did you get? Yep. And now we turn that number into a what? Is it a negative or a positive?
Negative?
Negative. That's it. That's your answer. Right? Usually when we do this, though, we only go to the third one. So 0.42, it will actually be 0.43 because you round it up. Does that make sense? Yes? Yes? Okay. Thumbs up if you understand this. This is a hard question, guys. I'm not going to lie. All right. Now try the next one. 13 divided by 35 on your own. 13 divided by 35. And tell me what you get. Okay, now is that a negative or a positive?
Negative.
Negative, yes, Daniela. Good. So now we have both of them. Now realize
Both of them should be on the left side, which crosses out A and C.
oh, wow, Mr. R, she just nailed that
I'm
problem.
gonna just let you keep going. Keep going, Daniela. Keep going.
She said A and C, right? Okay, keep going, Daniela.
And since we can see that 13 divided by 35 is less than 6 divided by 14, that means the answer is D.
Look at it right. Read the whole thing out.
Oh no. The answer would be B.
And why would that be?
Because if we read the statement, the question, it says if the two numbers, no, if we look at this small right here, it says that 6 divided by 14 has to be less than 13 divided by 35. So that means it cannot be D and it has to be B.
Perfect. And they're both on the what side? Right or left?
They're both on the left side since they're less than 0.
I appreciate that. So which one we crossing out? D, right? Daniela, we cross out D, right?
Yes, we cross out D.
Perfect. Good
Awesome.
job.
All right, hold on, guys. We're gonna do the next one. Just give us a second. I'm not sure why we can't erase that part, but we can always go back.
Tatiana, it's your turn.
All right, who's going, Mr. R?
Tatiana.
Who?
Tatiana.
Oh, Tatiana. The elevation of an object tells you the distance above or below sea level. Negative numbers represent below sea level, and positive numbers represent above. Okay? Mountain is at 3, fish is at 2, sunken ship is -5, and airplane is 5. Using that information, answer A, please. How far above is the mountain? How far above is it?
Tatiana, how far above? I don't hear you if you're talking. Tatiana.
Diana, how far above is the mountain? The mountain is at 3. So 3 what? When we talk about distance, we use the word what? Starts with a U.
Oh, her mic is broken. Okay.
Oh,
I did not know that.
so can we maybe type it in the chat for us?
Yeah, maybe you could type it in the chat. How far above? 3 units.
3 units, perfect. 3
Perfect.
units.
Okay, you're up.
Oh,
Yes,
wait.
I called you. All right. How far above sea level is the school of fish? You're muted as well.
Which one's the school with fish?
The
Right here.
fish, it says fish.
Okay, it's 2 units away from 0.
Perfect.
Isabella, you're up.
Oh,
Is airplane above or below sea level? I don't know what she said. She said, wait 1 second though. Okay, Alberry Guzman. Is airplane above or below sea level?
airplane rate is 5. 5 is positive. If it's positive, is it above or below?
Alberry, unmute yourself. Is it
Below.
above or below?
Below.
Oh,
Below. Look at the airplane, sir. Is that a -5 or a +5?
+5.
So yeah, so it's above, right? Good.
Yeah.
okay, next one. Which 2 objects have the same distance from 0, which means which 2 objects are opposites of each other?
No, this is the last class of the day.
Joseph answered this one. He put it in the chat.
What did he say?
Both sunken ship and airplane.
Let's see. Sorry about that, guys. Sunken ship and airplane are the same distance from sea level. Sunken ship and airplane, sunken ship and airplane. So I heard 3 people say sunken ship and airplane, Mr. R. Should we wait for some more responses, or should we call it a day and move on?
Move on.
So obviously, clearly, sunken ship and airplane, guys, they're both 5 units from 0 because they're opposites,
And Tatiana wrote it down too.
right? Because opposites have the same absolute value, right? Sunken ship and airplane, right?
Yep.
All right, we're going to erase this. Does anyone have any questions so far? Thumbs up if you're with Mr. R and I in the class, because if not, please ask us now before we move on again.
Daniela, you got this so far?
We're
I'm
good?
looking at things. I got the first page done. Joseph, you don't understand this? Isabella, you don't understand this? Okay, I got. Okay. I need cameras on at all times. All right.
It's a fun one.
All right, Shay, help me out with this one really quickly. It's easy, promise. For each set of numbers, circle one of the greatest values. We have the number A, the letter A, and we have -5, the absolute value of 5. We have the absolute value of -5, and then we have -6, and we have 6. Which one is the greatest of them all?
6.
Good.
Hmm?
6. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Yep. Let's try another one just to make sure that I understand that you understand this. That's a minus. No,
Sorry. I'm sorry.
oh, you're good.
Oh, okay.
All right. B, 21, the absolute value of negative 23, the absolute value of negative 32, or negative 32. Think about this.
And remember, you got to find the absolute value of what's in the brackets and then figure out the greatest value.
I'll give you a hint just in case. The absolute value of any number is always positive.
So it's 32.
Yes. Which
What kind
one?
of 32? Which one?
The positive one or the one with the brackets?
Which
Yeah,
is
the one
called
with the
absolute.
The absolute value.
There you go. There you go. You got it. Good. Joseph, next one. C. Negative 7, absolute value of negative 72, negative 72, 70, or 71.
I'd say. Um,
Remember, you see two negative 72.
absolute value of negative 72.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Letter D.
Isabella, I don't know if you're there, but
20. We
I
got
need your participation right now.
Isabella. We got 29. The absolute value of negative 9. The absolute value of 19, and negative 39. In example D, which one of these integers is the greatest number? Remember, the absolute value is what's inside the bracket, and it's positive.
Alan wrote it down in the chat. He said 29.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Alan. Let's call on Barry again one more time. You're gonna do DNF, okay? Absolute value of negative 344, negative 343, absolute value of 334, or negative 355. Which one would it be? You could unmute yourself.
Ask the question one more time.
Yes. The absolute value of negative 344, negative 343, absolute value of 334, or negative 355. Which one is the greatest value?
334.
334 is the biggest one. What happens when I turn in the absolute value of negative into a, what's the absolute value of 344? Negative 344. What's the absolute value? Te lo digo en español, más mejor.
340.
Should I say it in Spanish better?
You said 340 something, Mr. R.
He said 334 again.
No,
So
344.
344, perfect. Okay, yeah. Why? So that's gonna be the greatest one, is it not? Out of that whole list? Yes, no, maybe? Barry,
What?
is it the greatest of them all? Yes, no, maybe, no, yes.
Right, which number is greater? He's asking you. Is it the absolute value of negative 344, which is 344? Or is it the absolute value of 334, which is 334? Do we circle the green or the blue?
The blue.
So the 334 is great. So $334 is greater than $344?
¿Cuál tiene más?
$344 is greater than $334.
There you go. All right, letter F.
Let's try F now, Barry. You again, because I want to make sure you got this. 761, the absolute value of 671, the absolute value of negative 661, or 766. Which one has the greatest one of all out of that list? Which one has the most?
Yeah, which is the most money here? 761.
761.
We got
751, 671, 761, or 766?
761.
so 761 is greater than $766?
No.
No.
766 is greater than 761.
Okay, you just got to remember one thing, right? And it's okay because it's not easy, right? When you find the absolute value, it's whatever the number is inside the bracket and it's positive. Okay, so you have to find what that absolute value is, which is the distance it is from 0. And then you figure out, okay, which is the greatest number? Well, 766 is greater than 761, right? Because it's farther away from 0. Does that make sense? Okay, you sure? All right, Mr. R, who's gonna do,
I wish it was Isabella. Is she back yet?
I think I saw her back. Yes, she is.
All right, Isabella, help me out. Isaiah, I don't see you on the camera. There you go. All right, Isabella, where are you?
Here.
All right, so help me out. -5. What's the absolute value of -5?
5.
What's the absolute value of -6?
6.
Which one is greater? Make that statement true. 5 is greater than 6, 5 is less than 6, or 5 is equal to 6.
6 is greater than 5.
6 is greater than 5.
So what would it be? 5 is greater than, 5 is less than, or 5 is equal to 6?
The second one, 5 is less than.
Good. Next one, Isabella again. What's the absolute value of 1 and -1?
1.
Okay, so is 1 greater than 0, 1 less than 0, or 1 equal to 0?
Greater.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Good
Thank
job.
you. The next one I have on my list is going to be Isaiah.
All right, Ms. Starr, you want to do this one? I'll do the last one.
Sure.
Okay.
Leah is exploring underground caves, okay? She's currently at 35 feet below the level, sea level, which is what? What sea level, Isaiah?
Sea level,
Yeah, what's the measurement for sea level?
that would be 0.
0, okay. So she's 35 feet below that. The table below shows the caves that she can explore. Which of these caves will bring her closer to sea level? Cave 1, 2, 3, or 4?
If you're at -34 is where she's at, right? Which is
Think
down.
about it, right? So this is 0. She's down here at -35. Cave 1 is at -25. Cave 3, say cave 2 is right here where she's at. Cave 3 is at -40, which is lower. And then you have cave 4, which is even lower than that, which is -70. Which one is closest to the sea level?
-25 is closest.
So which letter would that be? A, B, C, or D? A.
A.
Perfect.
Should we just do this, Mr. R, to show them, or we're good?
You got you if you want to.
Well,
At this point, they should know either the vertical or the number line actually to solve it.
and then look, this would be -35, which was cave 2, right? And then up over here, we had cave 1, guys, which was, it was a -25, right, Mr. R?
Yeah.
And then we said that here was just 0, correct?
Yep, perfect.
Everyone see that now?
Yep.
Visual representation. All right. The last one, which is a really cool one, guys, because Mr. R and I purposely put this one on because we needed a little review. This is actually a word problem either on LCM or GCF, okay? This was a part 2 state question. It was a 3-point question a few years ago. So it says, Abadu, I guess that's how you say his name, has 2 electric train sets. He has set A and train B. Each train goes in a circular track, so it goes in a circle. He starts both at the same time. So, okay, so far the first 2 sentences don't really give me important info, so I'm going to say, see you later. We know that train A leaves every 12 seconds, and train B leaves every 9. We want to know What is the least amount of time in seconds that both of them will be together? So I'm not sure who's doing this problem, but what are we finding? What are we finding? Who has not had a turn, Mr. R? In a while?
Everybody went. So at this point, I'm gonna just randomly roll call.
Tatiana? Angie?
Tatiana could go. Tatiana, help me out.
What are we finding? The word is least amount. This is a spiral review.
Jesus, Joseph, good job. But hold off.
I saw that too.
Flying through here.
Guys, are we finding LCM or GCF? When you think the word least common multiple LCM or greatest common factor GCF?
Tatiana, which one are we using? LCM, good. I forgot that her mic is broken. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Okay, we're finding the LCM of what two numbers? Angie.
9 and 12.
Good. Okay, so let's do that. How do we find the LCM again? Are we skip counting or are we listing factors, young lady? You're typing it in the chat box so they see you focused.
Mm-mm. Not listed.
Joseph.
We don't list the factors for LCM.
Yeah,
List the multiples.
we're listing multiples. So that means that, remember, Mr. R said when you do LCM multiply, the numbers get larger. So we're going to do multiples of 12. 12 times 1, 12. Double 12. 12 times 2, and so on.
Shay, help me out real quick. What's the multiples of 12? Oh. Skip counting, right? 12. How about the 12? You got a calculator, you can do it.
24,
Keep going.
36,
Keep going.
48,
And then one more.
and 60.
Good.
Perfect. Now, LCM multiples of 9, please.
Don't worry. Multiples. Who's doing this one? Same person or somebody else?
I don't mind.
Shaylin. Multiples of 9. 9 times 1, 9. 9 times 2.
18,
Good. Keep
Good.
going. You got this. Keep going.
27,
Keep going. Give me one more.
36,
Good. Now, looking at the multiples of 12 and the multiples of 9, what number do they share in common? What number do they have in common? What do you see?
Yes, Shay, it's you.
Yeah.
oh, 36,
Okay, so you see 36. But 36 is the LCM, right? But did we answer the question? No. So now the question says, go ahead, Mr. R.
So now it's asking you if the train continues to travel at least time, you know that LCM is equal to 36. So you would answer this by stating what? How would I restate this question?
Look, it says, what is the least amount of time in seconds that both trains will arrive at the starting point at the same time?
the least amount of seconds that both trains will arrive is 36.
36 what? Minutes?
36 seconds.
Seconds, there you go. Everybody got that? All
Yeah.
right, so now for the most important part of today and how you get your points and how you get your credit and how you do everything. It's your work now. We got to see you do your work. So Ms. Canella's going to erase everything right now and we're going to stop sharing. And this is exactly what's going to happen, right? You're not allowed to be dismissed yet until 2:20. This is the part that you go back to your Google Classroom and you go to, I believe, do your independent practice. You're going to do your exit ticket as well. Once you are done with both of those things, you have 18 minutes to complete that. Once you're done with both of those things, then you're free to go. Does everybody understand? But that doesn't mean you're done with the day because you have homework. You have 30 minutes of iReady afterwards.
Yeah.
You got to beat the student. He did 9 hours and 53 minutes in 6th grade. Challenge is on. All right.
I'm not gonna do 30 minutes.
If anyone needs any help, just raise your hand. I'll put you in a breakout room.
Anybody else that needs me, I'm here.
Yeah. Does anyone need more support before you do your
I
independent
think
work?
that me and Miss Canella spoke enough today. And I
Yeah.
think I'm
You need more help? You need more, okay. Do you want to do it, Mr. Or do you want me to do it? Because of the
What?
Spanish. Ellery raised his hand that he needed more help.
Let's see, Albert, do you prefer Spanish or English?
English.
English? You want me to do it? I'll take them.
Mm. You want to go in the breakout room and I stay here?
Yeah, that sounds cool.
So, all right.
Wait, I don't know how to just put one student though.
I can do it if you give me host.
Yeah, here. I'm gonna toss it back over to you. Let me go to participants.
Or better yet.
Wait, here, I did it. It's done. Here. You're good.
Who just left?
Let me check the list. Alan, Allery, Shaylin, Isaiah.
See, let's check. So you leave early without talking to us, guys, and you didn't submit none of your work. I take points off, straight up. You're not allowed to leave early. So all your credit for today gone out the door unless you give me a valid excuse. I did state that at the beginning of class, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Whenever you're ready, Mr. R.
Oh, you gave me the. Did you give it to me? I don't have it.
I did. You're the host,
Oh, sign in, Lily.
right? Hey, Mr. Haas.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Yo, the iReady, it's killing it. My guys, they just got started, but they're not on the 6th grade level just yet, but they're rising.
That's
It's
great.
familiar. I'm gonna share with them the 6th grade levels, and then they're gonna start beating you guys.
Nuh-uh, I don't know about that. All right, see you in a few minutes. I'm gonna go help my student. Miss Starr is gonna stay here. Hey, Mr. Sammy. All right, Allery, sweetheart, unmute yourself. It's just me and you now. Allery, unmute yourself. Unmute. Okay, what do you need help on?
With the fractions.
The fraction.
I want to understand a little bit more.
Okay, so do you want me to go back over the question or do you want me to go over the independent work with you? Because there is a fraction problem on the independent work.
Okay.
What would you prefer? You tell me. You want to do the independent work
independent.
together?
Yeah.
Okay, are you on a computer? You're on a computer at school, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to go to your Google Classroom, Allery. You could do the same as well. We're gonna walk through it together, okay? All right, so we're gonna go to Google Classroom together. And we're gonna go to class 602, right? Right? We're gonna go to where I posted the work. We're gonna do the independent practice first, okay? Did you find it? Okay. I'm gonna click open. All right, you ready? Did you find it? No. Okay, watch. Let's go back to your Google Classroom. You're in your Google Classroom, right? 602 math. You're looking at my screen at the same time, right? How about this? Do you want to share your screen and I'll tell you where to click? I'll give you sharing privileges here. I don't know if I can give you, oh, okay. Are you sharing your screen now? Perfect. That's you, right?
Yeah.
Valerie, this is you, right? All right, stop. Right there. Scroll up. Scroll up. Scroll down a little bit. Stop, right there. Go to independent, the first assignment. Yep, click that. No, the other one. All right, doesn't matter. Okay, click that. Hit that form.
This one?
Yes, click on the little purple thing. Okay, what is the absolute value of negative 37 now? Allery, can you put your camera on? Uh-oh. Whoa, what are you doing? Allery, you just started to Zoom again. What happened here? Okay, hit that purple thing. Okay, what is the absolute value of negative 37? Is it 37 or negative 37?
37.
Good, so you're gonna pick choice 1, right? The absolute value of negative 37 is 37 because it's 37 units from 0, yes?
Yes.
You understand that?
Yes.
Okay, because it's the distance. It's how far a number is from 0, right? Okay, let's scroll up and do number 2. You're actually completing your work now. So the absolute value of negative 18, what is that?
18.
Good, and 18. So 18 is what to 18? Greater than, less than, or equal to? 18 is what to 18?
Greater than.
18 is greater than 18?
Oh no.
No. What is it? 18.
Equal.
What?
Equal.
Equal. So you're going to pick the third answer. Good job. Okay. Next one. Use the number line below to assist you to answer this problem. The absolute value of negative 7 would be all the way on the red side. 6 is on the blue, and negative 6 is on the red. Which number is the least, meaning the farthest from 0? Is it negative 7 or 6?
7.
Negative 7, then negative, right? Negative 7, negative 6, and then 0, right? So you're going to pick the first one, right?
Yeah.
Now click that. Now on the bottom, turn this on. Send me a copy. Push it to the right. Wait, push this thing to the, no. Yep, push that to the right. Hit submit. And you should have got a, hit view score. 15 out of 15. Should we do the independent practice together?
Yeah.
Or you think you're good now? Valerie, should we go back?
But independent practice.
Okay, so hit the back button. Wait, hit the back button, the arrow, the back arrow. No, up the top of the screen, yep, hit that back arrow, good job, keep going.
It doesn't let me.
Okay, so sign out and so go back, go up here, all the way on the upper left, there's a pink person. Click that pink person above the arrow, try that. All right, now go to the little 3 lines. Go back to the main menu where the 3 lines are, the 3 dash marks. Yep, click that. Go back to scroll up to 602 math. Go find 602 math on your sidebar. There it is in pink. Click that again. And we're gonna go do the independent practice. You're gonna click that one, yep. All right, go click the purple thing. All right, same thing that we did in class. Let's scroll up. We're gonna use the chart to answer question 1 and 2. Ready? Scroll up. All right. Leah is at 35 feet. Wait, scroll up so we can read the question. Okay, Leah is 35 feet below. Which one is closer to 0? We just did this in classwork today. Meaning which number is closer to 0? Negative 25, negative 35, negative 40, or negative 70? Which one's closer to 0? 25, 35, 40, or 70?
70.
70 is closer to 0? If you count, which number comes first, 25 or 35?
25.
So pick the one that says negative 25 is what cave?
Cave 1.
Good. Now, the next one, scroll up to number 2. Which cave is the farthest from sea level? Well, negative 70 was cave 4, and negative 40 was cave 3. So is negative 40 or negative 70 farther from 0? Which one's farther away, 70 or 40?
70.
Good, so that would be cave 4. Good job. Okay, let's do question 3 and 4, and then I think we're done. All right, look, We're at point P, which is -4, and we're gonna go 5 to the right. So start at -4 and go 5 to the right. You go to -3, -2, -1, that's 3. Then you go to 0, and then you stop at +1. So what answer should you pick? You stop at, what's in between 0 and 2? What number is that?
0.
In between 0 and 2. 0 blank 2. What's that other number? 0 blank 2. What's in between 0 and 2? What number?
1.
There you go. 1. There's your answer. 1. Now, point P is shown. We're going to go 8 units to the left. Go to -4. Wait. Got to go back to number 4. All right. So you're at -4 and you want to go -8. What's -4 plus -8? What's 4 plus 8?
16.
4 plus 8 is 16.
Wait.
Try again. Careful.
9, 10, 11, 12.
So -12. Right? -12. Okay, let's look at this one. Use the number line for question 5. Let's see what it says. All right. Okay, we just did this. Point M represents the opposite of -2. What's the opposite of a negative number? What's the opposite of -2, kiddo? 2, right?
Yeah.
M, check, wait, stop scrolling up. M has to be a +2. Does D say M is at 2?
No.
Is M graphed on +2? Look at answer choice D. The number line, is M at +2?
In between.
Right, in between 1 and 3 is 2, yes? So it's choice D, buddy. Okay. Now you're gonna go hit stop. You got 100. Do your score. Okay. Hit stop share. Okay. Now we're gonna go back to the main room. Leave breakout room to the main meeting.
That's
And then
not
Nicole, though?
that's not present. You know what I mean?
That's absent to me. And I marked in, I'm going to be like, name was here, but unresponsive the entire time. And make a little note, you know?
Okay.
Hey guys, we're back.
Did that help, Albert? Did it feel better now? Albert, you hear me? Is it Albert? Is it Albert?